Now we're going to talk about entrance doors and windows. Always in the past, when you placed a door or a window on your wall, you were able to tell it which elevation graphics you wanted to see. They've removed those since they changed everything over to rendering in this version. So we're going to have to create our own. I'm going to go ahead and put 2-inch trim around my doorway here. Click on OK. Place my door here. Right click, quit. Now I'm going to show you where to go create a door. So we're going to go to File, Setup, User Graphics. We're going to click on Entrance Doors and then click on New. First thing it wants is a name. I'm going to call this one Door with Window. And then it wants to know what door type you want to use. So I'm going to click down arrow here and find Frame and Panel. Now it wants to know what textures you want to use on this door. I would recommend you leave these alone and let them follow the colors of your room, unless you were wanting to do, for example, a metal frame edge around your door. I'm going to give it a door thickness of 1 3/4 inches, and then I'm going to click on Next. Here it wants to know my styles and rail sizes, so I'm going to go in and tell it I want a 12-inch rail on my top, a 9-inch rail on my bottom, and a 5-inch style, and click on Next. Here I can change my profiles. I can click inside my inside frame edge here and either click down arrow on my keyboard, or I can use my roller wheel on my mouse to roll down through my options until I find the one I want. And then I'm going to click on Next. And wants to know if you want a middle rail or mullion. I do. I want a 5-inch middle rail, so I'm going to put 5 there. And then I'm going to click on the horizontal bar here. Now that put that rail right in the center of my door. If I don't want it center, I don't, so I'm going to move it. So I'm going to click on that rail. I can either click on the move here, or I can right click move. The measurement that I'm going to put in here, I want to reference off the bottom of the door. I want the distance from the bottom to be the same, so I'm going to click on bottom. And then instead of a percentage, I want it to be a fixed number. And I'm going to put in 30 inches and click on Apply. And then click on OK. Then I'm going to click on Next. Here is my grain. Now this is what you'd want it to look like if you were using a 2-panel door with wood. Mine's going to be glass, so I'm going to go change the panel texture. And I'm going to click down arrow beside Appliances, find Glass, and I'm going to choose Clear Glass. Tell it OK. Now once you've done that, it puts glass in both of these panels, but I only want it in the top one. So I found that if you click on this bottom square here, and it's not going to work, if you go to Back and then Next and click, it will change your grain. Okay. Now it will take the glass out of this bottom one and put wood in there. If I click on Done and Done, now I can click on this door, right click Modify, and go change my elevation graphics to my door with window and tell it OK. There's my new door I created. I've also created a window just to show you, and I've created one with a metal frame, and click on OK. And there you go.